another paranormal experience that I had a few years ago. So I don't have a lot, but when it happens, I 100% believe that it's happening, that it's a real paranormal experience, because whenever you can't explain it, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm not going to include any names. I'm not going to include the name of the restaurant that it occurred at, just because I don't have their permission and I don't want to put anybody out there that's not ready to be put out there who I haven't asked for permission for. I just respect that. However, if that person ends up watching this video and they want to comment below that it's them to confirm that this happened, oh, yeah, that would be amazing. So anyway, without further ado, this happened a few years ago. I was working at a local taco stand over in Montana, and I was a shift supervisor. Sorry, my hair is bugging me. I need a haircut. Seriously, so I feel like it's just sticking out everywhere. So, okay, I'll leave it alone. Anyway, so I was a shift supervisor. So I was the, some days I would work early mornings and like when we opened, and some days I would work until we closed, which was, we opened, I would get there at about 5:30 a.m. and then I would leave whenever we got clean, you know, whenever everything was ready to go, because I was not about to leave the restaurant unfinished, uncleaned, with pots and pans everywhere. I was not gonna have it, and neither was my amazing coworker, amazing friend. Okay, so the story goes, well, it's not really a story, I guess you could say, but what happened was one night, okay, so we had closed up for the evening. My coworker, my friend, was doing the dishes, cleaning the restaurant area, because, you know, if you've ever worked in fast food, the cooking area has to be cleaned. You have to clean everything. So he was so amazing, and he was just cleaning, and he was up there. I don't know if he was listening to music. I don't think he was that night. But I was downstairs. So downstairs in the basement area was where we kept the storage food, kept the inventory, and where the manager's office was as well. So I was there, and I was counting all the tills, making sure that everything added up, you know, just taking care of supervisor business. And I had heard what sounded like a knock on the door, which was doom, doom, doom. Okay, so I'm like, okay. We had a company that would come in and clean the floors, I think every night or once a week, I forget, but it was a cleaning company who would come in and clean the floors. And usually it was just like one lady who would come in and do the work. So I figured, okay, it's probably her just coming there. I didn't think anything about it, except the fact that we hadn't taken out the trash yet, and all of our trash bags were just kind of right there by the exit door between the kitchen and in the back area. So I heard it again. So doom, doom, doom. So maybe we didn't hear it the first time. Maybe my friend was, maybe he didn't hear her or whatnot. Anyway, so later on, I kept doing the tills. I said, okay, she's gonna be able to walk over we'll move the trash out of the way, it'll be fine. And I heard conversations going on upstairs. I heard a full-on conversation going on between a male and a female. And so I didn't think much about it. I just continued my, my work. I finished cleaning up, counting the tills down, and I went upstairs. I proceeded to go upstairs. There was I went into the kitchen, or not the kitchen. I went into kind of the food prep area, the cooking area. And I looked around, and I looked out in the seating area. Nobody was there. It was just my friend back there doing his job. I came around, I walked up to him, I was like, I said, is the cleaning lady here? Because I heard you guys talking, and I heard the knock on the door. I kid you not, his face turned bright pale. It was the craziest thing. And he has pretty dark skin, and his face was so pale. And right then and there, he didn't have to say a word. It confirmed that we both heard the same knocking on the door, the same talking. So we looked outside. It had to be, I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. But we looked outside, and had anyone been there, we would have heard them, laughing and running off. Because it wasn't that long after we heard the conversation and the knocking that I came up and we looked out to see what was going on. Because it's such a small area that the sounds just echo at night because there's nobody out. So we went downstairs. We're like, okay, we're a little spooked, but we went downstairs, and there's a little break area that nobody had ever really taken a break at. We just always got food and ate upstairs, and we never stayed in the basement in the break area in the back because it's just a little creepy. Who wants to be alone like that? Anyway, so we went back there, and there was this velvet painting of this beautiful Mexican lady. Beautiful, long flowing, dark black hair, just in the little white dress. She was beautiful. However, there was a look in her eyes that was just unsettling. So, needless to say, the next day that we got there, we had the tallest guy on our staff turn that painting around. The last thing you need is this beautiful, eerie lady staring at you when you're down in the basement doing inventory and just doing your job. It was freaky. The next few days after that, I don't think I worked there too much longer, and it had nothing to do with that experience because I thought the experience was pretty cool. But later on, I would hear like my name being said, and then I remember one morning I went in, I was opening, and it was myself and one other person there who'd come in to do like the taco shells, because they have to, form them and fry them in the morning and get them ready for the rest of the day. So he was there. His job was to fry those tacos, shells, whatever. So I remember I was in the back, and I think I was getting cups or something, but it was literally maybe, I can't tell distance, but maybe like 20 feet from the back, or maybe a little bit. I have no idea. Anyway, it was from the back of the building where all the inventory is to the front where the soda machines are. And I remember I had seen him up there, and he was doing his thing, but as I was in the back, I saw a pair of black shoes walk just right over next to me. I didn't look up. I was like, oh, it's just so-and-so getting prepared. He's just coming back to grab something that he needs, maybe more taco shells or whatever. So I went up, I got up, and he was way down at the soda machine. He was getting a soda. And I said, were you just back here in the back? He was like, no. He looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, I've been up here the whole time. So, yeah, nothing too crazy after that, but I definitely know that there was something in that building. And I found out later on that during, I think, the 80s or the early 90s, these kids, these teenagers had been doing like seances and whatnot in the basement down there, which explains everything. So that is my other haunted experience, paranormal experience that I've had. And in this town, I definitely have more stories I'm going to tell you about this town because I've never had experiences like that until I moved to that town. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day. Please make sure to like and subscribe. to this video and to this channel if you'd like to hear more. And I'm so glad that you guys are here to hear the story. All right, have a great day, and until the next time, have a great day.